Hi, Ryan, and welcome to the Cognitive Recalibration Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Sravan.
Hello.
We've got Kireeti here with us.
Welcome.
Taran is not here with us because he still hasn't seen what we're reviewing today. So,
Disappointing.
what we thought we'll talk about is the phenomenon that has become Demon Slayer. So,
Massive phenomenon.
in particular, we're going to focus our discussion mostly on the movie Infinity Castle, but we will talk about the series as well. Mostly in summary, and we will jump into spoilers later, but we'll keep it non-spoiler for now because a lot of people may not have seen this yet. But a bit of background about the movie, particularly just highlighting how successful this actually is.
Is this the first anime we're doing on this channel?
We've done bits of anime as I've mentioned it as sub reviews. It hasn't been the main review.
Okay, cool.
This is the first time we're devoting an actual full episode to an
Hopefully we get a new audience.
Let's see.
We'll find out. You're going to have to milk this algorithm.
In terms of how successful it is, so just a couple of stats. Firstly, it's made on a budget of 20 million, box office worldwide at the moment, 730 million. And just to put that into perspective, what that means this year, it's outgrossed How to Train Your Dragon, the live action. F1,
I totally forgot that was a movie. F1? Oh, wow, yeah.
Superman, Mission Impossible Fun Reckoning, and Fantastic Four.
Yeah, wow, okay.
So it's outgrossed all of them. The only ones that are above it are Jurassic World, which I guess Jurassic movies make money.
Oh, the Scarlet, yeah. What's that?
Rebirth.
Yeah. Oh, I actually need to watch it, but
it's not good. Not good.
Yeah.
Minecraft, which I guess has its own big fan base.
How much did that make?
957 million.
But what was the budget?
Minecraft, I would be more than this for sure.
Yeah. So on percentage basis, it would be through the roof, right?
Minecraft was 150 million budget.
Yeah. So this would take it home.
Yeah. In terms
what is this? This is 3,000% profit?
20 to, what's that?
It's like 35 times.
Yeah. That's right.
35,000.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Lilo and Stitch.
No, 3,500. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway.
Lilo and Stitch made $1 billion. So that's number 2. And number 1 is another animated movie. That's not in English. So Nezuko from China.
Wait, Lilo and Stitch made what? $1
billion. The live action Lilo and Stitch.
I didn't even hear about it. I knew it was a movie, but I didn't hear that it was that popular.
Yeah, it was.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually one of the better live action movies.
Is it?
In terms of what Disney has done, one of the better ones. Still, probably not.
Unnecessary, man. What's wrong with Disney? Seriously.
But yeah, the highest grossing film so far this year is Nezuko from China. 2.2 billion.
What the hell is that about? What is that movie?
I've seen it. It's an animated Chinese film about also a demon, a human demon.
So fantasy genre.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sequel to what was their highest grossing film, Chinese film. Yeah.
Interesting.
So 2.2. So
might need to check it out.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's quite good actually. Animation it's different to anime. I think Chinese animation is a little bit different, but it's still very good. It's hard to see anything beating that actually this year, unless the only other movie that's going to probably beat it is Avatar.
Is that coming out this year?
Yeah, in a couple of weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Demon Slayer, hugely successful this year. So let's get into our thoughts on it. So, firstly, what do you think of the series as a whole before we talk about the movie?
I enjoy the series quite a bit. So about a year ago, I was advised to watch Demon Slayer, and so I did watch it, but I actually got very bored at the start, so I didn't watch it again. But then after I watched JJK, I then decided to just keep watching, and then I knew that this was a phenomenon.
Yeah. I think I was watching Demon Slayer while you were watching JJK. Well, I started watching Demon Slayer.
I think I just finished JJK, and then you said you were watching Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, okay, I'm going to watch it as well. And you said it was very easy you can get through it quite quickly. So yeah. Even though it was like 7, whatever seasons, 7, 6?
5, I think.
5 seasons, yeah. But quite enjoyable. I think it's much easier I think overall when it comes to animes, I think it's very gentle as a series compared to something so JJK is very rough. It is down and dirty, sort of straight into crazy lore and crazy shit that happens. Demon Slayer, I think, takes a little while and introduces you to things much easier, and so it's more palatable, I think, for a lot of people. That's probably why it's so popular.
Mm.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it does take a while to pick up, but then once it starts picking up in season 2 / with the movie Mugen Train, it becomes really good. And yeah, very easy to binge, and they're quite short episodes. So I think I binged like 4 seasons in one day. So yeah. So
the first season has like 20 something episodes. I think it's like 24 episodes or something.
but then after that, it
After that,
shortens.
it's shorter.
Yeah.
So I think it's like 10 per season. And the episodes are like 20 minutes long, maybe 22. They're not long. So it is like once you get over, like, I think the first 5 episodes are a bit slow. Like it takes its time to get into it. What I find with Demon Slayer is it's not really plot driven. Like there is a plot, like there's an overall bad guy that they're chasing, etc. But it's more character driven. So there's a lot of backstory. A lot of it is actually backstory.
Yeah.
For all the different characters, and they kind of get you to understand all the different motivations of not just the sort of good characters, but also the bad characters, like the demons as well. They not necessarily want you to like them, but at least you can understand where they come from, a lot of them. So that's what I appreciated, actually, like more the character depth that they go into.
Yeah, that's true. They always do have quite core flashbacks for, especially for Tanjiro, quite a bit.
Yeah.
But even like
even the
some of
secondary characters, like the Hashira characters and the main demons that they fight as well. There's usually it's interesting because like it kind of follows. Usually you want to end on a high, so you end with action, but they always do. They end with a backstory, so that like they basically kill a demon. So there's like a heap of action. They kill a demon, but then it ends with the demon's backstory, and that's how like the seasons end, essentially, mostly.
Yeah, actually, does that? Yeah, true. I guess, yeah, I mean, it probably comes down to what you were saying before, where whoever's written this, or I actually don't know who wrote this or kind of wrote
So
the
it is a
manga
that's done, I think, but it started in 2016. So it's a pretty recent, like relatively speaking, pretty recent.
Yeah, so in the
manga.
last like 10 years, it's been kind of completed.
Yeah.
But whoever wrote it, credit to them. I mean, like, yeah, I think their main focus is generally on like motivations of characters. So that's probably why they go. That's probably why when finally after like a boss battle or whatever, they'll get to the boss and try and go into their, what motivated them in the first place, what kind of caused all this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it
I
is
think
very interesting.
That makes it a bit different to other anime. So it's not just about the action, although the action is really good, especially I think it goes to another level in the movie. But the action is always very good, but it's not just about the fights. There is a bit of depth in terms of the actual character development as well. So I did also watch all of the seasons basically back to back before we watched the movie. And yeah, like once you get past season 1, like it's just there's always a hook at the end of each episode, so you just want to keep watching it. My personal favorite was probably I like both season 3 and 4, so the Entertainment District arc and also the Swordsmith Village. Both of them were really good. The last one, the Hashira training arc, it's more just like a ramp into this movie. So it's like setting you up for this movie, but there's no like real underlying arc in that actual last season.
I found in my head I kind of treated the Swordsmith Village and the Hashira training arc
in one.
as just like part 1 and part 2, essentially. They're very similar setting sort of stuff. Entertainment District was very cool.
Yeah.
What was really cool about that was the way they started it. They started it with introducing you to that Hashira, and then he kind of they introduced you to the Hashira, and then he's kind of explained what's happened and what you need to do. And then I think from memory, at the end of like episode 1 or at the start of episode 2, it just thrusts you in this scene of the Entertainment District. It's very cool. Like you're kind of thrown into this secret kind of spy mission, sort of.
And the three are like split up into different places as well, and they're all experiencing different things. So it's
it was no, it was very cool. I definitely did enjoy that. And I think it's the first time. It's the first time where you're actually going like hunting. You're actually going hunting, so it's quite cool as opposed to some demon rocks up at some stage. It's like, okay, now they're actually trying to find out more. And I think that's also a big hook. So once season 2 is good, but once you get into season 2 is what?
Season 2 is Mugen Train, technically.
That's right, yeah. Mugen Train arc, yep.
Yeah.
Once you get into season 3, it's like the focus is about demons and slaying those demons.
Yeah.
It's not, I need to go from A to B and then some demons will interrupt what's happening.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of cool. There's a name to it all. You've already met these really cool Hashira as well, and so you're like, oh, cool. You get to know them quite a bit as well.
That's right, yeah. And there was, it's good that they had a Hashira, at least one Hashira in each of the seasons after that. And I think Mugen Train was important because, spoilers for Mugen Train, but they do, the stakes are sort of set up by that movie because like Hashira dies in that movie. So like basically it means that anything can happen going forward.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And the cool thing is that in that fight where a Hashira dies, I mean, we can...
Rengoku.
Yeah. I mean, good luck if you're watching this and you haven't seen it. Yeah. Bad decision.
Definitely, if you haven't seen Demon Slayer, just go watch the seasons and the episodes now. We recommend it, and we also recommend the movie. So definitely go watch all of that.
Definitely.
So now we'll do spoilers from... We'll probably
we'll just open it up to...
spoilers.
I think it's very hard to speak about all this without spoiling it. But one of the cool things in the movie or at the end of that season is that they actually show you how powerful Rengoku is as a Hashira, and then he dies. So it's like, all right, you've introduced this epic character, and then the stakes are really high for someone that you've just kind of introduced as being awesome at fighting. Definitely better than Tanjiro to an extent, and they just die. They die on you. So it's quite and a quite emotional kind of ending, but it is very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in season 3, because you think they've killed the demon, but they don't, like, multiple times in that. Like, they think they've killed it, and then there's another demon that comes out, and then there's one stage where, like, everyone looks like they're dead except Tanjiro. In Entertainment
District.
Yeah. But then...
And then that also happens in 4.
Yes. I think in
4 it kind of goes...
Smith.
It goes crazy where... That is genuinely... Some of the demons kind of don't even... To an extent, they don't even kind of follow any rules. It just becomes like this thing that they just can't defeat, and they keep trying to... They're going in circles trying to defeat this person. But so you definitely... It does keep escalating each season, which is good. I think that's a good thing.
And then that leads us to this movie, because at the end of the Hashira training arc, it basically left us on a cliffhanger. I don't actually know when that season came out, because if you watch that and you're waiting like 2 years for this movie to come out, that would have been painful. We obviously just watched it and then went to the movie. So, yeah.
That was... I was very hype, because at the end of that, I did enjoy the fact that... So this is actually a criticism of JJK, right? I won't go into spoilers on JJK, but...
The JJK movie is coming out next week.
Yes.
So maybe we'll talk about that, but...
So in my brain, because I've actually, unfortunately, I have read the manga, and I would not recommend it to anyone.
Of JJK, yeah.
JJK after... So continuing on from season 2's ending of the anime, and I read the manga continuation of that going forward. Would not recommend that. So in my brain, it's all kind of molded together. But there are points in JJK where people do training or they take time to develop, and there's actually time spent away from, or you can call it the camera, or from the actual scenes that are shown, but no one knows that. And like kind of, it's not emphasized at all. And then you realize it.
Stuff's
later,
happened like off screen.
Exactly. It's like off screen. It's kind of all this, and it's kind of stupid, right? I think one of the things you tend to enjoy is actually having some time dedicated to showing the characters training or getting stronger, or actually the things they go through. And I think one of the, like, for example, in Harry Potter, they do that as well, where they do it in the book, so the movies are totally trash. Anyway, that's a controversial opinion, but I stand by it. But in the books, they actually spend a lot of time when characters and kind of J.K. Rowling writes about it in multiple ways of just like say that, Harry, Hermione, and Ron are going through like months and months of just doing lessons and learning things, and emphasizes that it's really boring and they get really depressed. But it's like kind of things that we've all been through when we're studying or whatever it is. But that there has been some development of character and they've kind of been through it, and that's why they're actually better at magic at the end. And this is also similar. It's like this Hashira training arc. You watch all these people do some crazy amounts of training and, and you watch also like some actually genuinely useless students actually become really strong.
Actually quite good. Yeah.
So, and it all kind of links up to the movie. So I actually appreciate that. That's actually kind of, it's to an extent, it's kind of boring because it's training, but I think it's a necessary evil that you need to kind of watch.
Yeah.
Because suddenly things get really intense in the movie.
That's right. And you can understand like, oh, these guys have been training, so they're prepared for this.
Exactly.
Also, like if you just jumped into the movie, they'll be like, who the hell are these guys?
It wouldn't make any sense. Exactly.
How they're fighting all these demons. So and I think the last season was good because you also get a bit of backstory on each of the Hashira. So some of them you already get a backstory in the previous seasons, but like the Stone Hashira, like you don't know much about him, so you get a bit of backstory about him. You get a bit of backstory on
the Mist Hashira.
Yeah, but you do get that in Swordsmith Village as well because he's in that. Yeah.
Then do you get her in the Love?
That's also in Swordsmith, I think, because she's in that one as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's only the Stone one actually, because you get a bit of. You still don't know much about the Serpent dude.
But you get a backstory about the Master.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Towards it, like after he reveals kind of his plan to an extent.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. So it's still like it's the good thing is I don't think there's much, if not any, filler in Demon Slayer. I feel like everything's pretty important. You could argue maybe if you don't resonate with some of the comedy. Like in season 1, there's a bit of comedy with like Zenitsu and Inosuke when they're
generally the comedy with Zenitsu is terrible. I don't think it resonates. I actually don't think it resonates with a lot of Western audiences. I'm not sure about the Japanese audience, but I know I've heard online and I've heard from other people that like me, they also just get pissed off when when Zenitsu's not locked in.
It's actually a bit more, I don't know, maybe just culturally makes more sense when you watch it in Japanese.
Maybe.
I think in English, once you translate it, I think it just sounds actually pretty creepy. Some of the stuff he's saying.
Yeah. But also I find that he's the only one where suddenly he just becomes an idiot. And there's no one else in this whole series that just becomes. So there's like what's his name? The beast dude.
Inosuke.
Inosuke is generally just kind of cracked in the head throughout. And so his character's kind of always like that, but I think he has natural fluctuations in his character where he needs to get serious or whatever. And his character in general is just kind of funny because he's a bit unhinged. But this Zenitsu guy is just like...
He goes from one extreme to the other.
Yeah, and the unfortunate part is there's only a few times until this movie where he's fortunately locked in the whole time, which is really cool. But prior to this, he's locked in for like bloody 3.5 seconds for the whole 5 seasons, I feel like. And the rest is just him being an idiot.
Yeah.
And so after a while, for me at least, it actually got really annoying. In fact, when I was on Crunchyroll, I'll just actually start skipping. I'll just be like, okay, I'll get to that. I'm just like so sick of this.
But he does have an arc though. Like, especially in this movie as well. Like they kind of complete what's going on with him a little bit. So
I think they introduce a lot of the ingredients to his arc previously.
Yeah.
And they're actually kind of molded together in this movie.
Yeah.
Maybe it is because maybe they did get feedback that a lot of people are sick of this guy and they're like, all right, let's let this guy kind of lock in for this movie and actually, because there's nothing stupid that he does in this movie.
Yeah. Well, there's no scope for comedy in this movie. Like it's pretty serious.
That's true.
It's pretty serious throughout. Like whereas like even in Mugen Train, there was like a bit of banter and stuff in that, but in this there's no space for that. So it's yeah.
Well, because essentially the whole movie they're trapped in the Infinity Castle, which is like this dark, creepy trap of a castle and there
filled
is
with demons and
there's no downtime.
Yeah.
You're constantly being invaded by demons. So yeah, you can't really joke around.
Yeah.
You'll just die. Like if you do, you'll die. So
Yeah.
um
But yeah, like in season 1, there are like, after they fight the spider family, um, in that
yeah.
in that forest, the mountain, and then they go to this like old lady's place to like recover, and
Yeah.
and there's like about 2 episodes where it's just comedy. Like it's just these guys in this place and they're
Just
just
stuffing around.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is it's still fun. Like I still had fun with it because it's kind of like them growing together because they kind of just meet just before that.
Yeah.
So it's still good, but apart from that, like you could argue maybe that's filler, but apart from that, I don't think there's any filler in any of the seasons. So
Yeah.
it's pretty well paced. But coming to the movie, because a movie is obviously a movie is different to a series. Like the way you structure a movie is different. So
Yeah.
I would say this movie, you have to watch the series to actually firstly understand this movie
Yeah.
and also get any sort of enjoyment out of this. Like you'll probably appreciate the animation because the animation is spectacular.
Yeah.
But you won't understand what's going on without watching the series.
Yeah, actually the animation, yeah,
Mm.
I think I even maybe mentioned it to you when watching it. It's like they did step it up. Like it's already pretty good in the anime, and they did just step it up for this movie. There's a lot of cool like 3D animation, and it's not true 3D like animated characters, but it's when you
It's like interlaced between like the hand drawn and the 3D kind of like
yeah,
they use
exactly.
both.
I
Yeah.
think it's like really high frame rate as they're showing these 2D characters going through areas. They kind of pan. It's like you've got a camera and they're actually panning across whatever the scenery is. There's no as far as I can tell, there's very few animations or animes that have actually done that. Like I think I recently watched Kaiju No.8. I think there's some scenes where they do that, and that's also fairly new, a
Mm.
fairly new anime. In JJK, they don't do it at all. And I think
I find
it's a
JJK like
stylistic choice. It's a different sort of style.
yeah, it feels a bit dimmed or like dulled compared to like I watched Demon Slayer and then I started watching JJK.
Yeah.
So compared to
The colorscape and everything is very
yeah,
different.
it's very like I don't know, like it doesn't pop like Demon Slayer does. It's kind of like very neutral, but I guess that's the style they went for.
Yeah, the style is
yeah.
definitely it's kind of it takes on JJK takes on a bit of a vintage kind of a older
yeah.
sort of animation style, and the color palette is like for example, you remember watching like Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z, it's that sort of color palette. So there's still
Yeah.
color, but Demon Slayer is like really vibrant colors. As I said, a lot of 3D animation, high frame rate. I don't know if that's probably not even the right term, but it's it's what would seem like a high frame rate. It's high FPS is like, animation, which is very cool. And that was a cool thing. So when I watched JJK first, and that was the first anime I've actually probably seen apart from, the childhood Pokemon and, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Going from JJK to this was actually refreshing because of the animation style was different, a lot of colors and stuff.
Yeah.
But the one thing at the very start was that I found that there was not enough action at the very start. But it's quickly forgiven, as we said.
Yeah.
Once you get to season 2, it's just
And I guess
straight
it makes
story.
sense because at the start he's training to become a demon slayer, so he's not like capable yet of actually fighting properly. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
At the start, he's not even doing that. He's just trying to get Nezuko, his sister, from one place to another.
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
And then he hasn't even like thought about demon slaying or any of that stuff.
and then he like runs into Giyu, and then that's how he gets introduced into becoming a demon slayer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, movie. Let's talk about it. So there's again spoilers. So we've warned you already. So there's 3 main arcs in the movie. It starts off with Shinobu, who's I don't know if this is right, but she's like the insect. Is it insect Hashira or because she has like butterflies and stuff?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So it's her arc. So she fights Doma. the upper two.
Yep, upper two.
Yeah. So she ends up.
You know their names more than I do, but that does ring a bell. I think
Yeah.
it might be Doma. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously they all fall into Infinity Castle. Just following on from the end of their last season, they all fall into like different spots. So she ends up falling where this guy is, and
Yeah.
they have a fight. You get a bit of backstory for her, her motivation. So it ends up being that this guy killed her sister.
Yeah.
This specific demon. So obviously,
So she becomes enraged.
yeah.
Wants to
And
get
you
revenge.
don't actually see her like this in this series because she's always a bit like she's never angry.
Yeah.
Like outwardly angry in the series. Like you see her in a couple of fights and stuff, and she's always like pretty chill. But in this, she's like actually
proper angry. Yeah.
Yeah. And you get a bit of backstory of the demon as well in terms of how he became a demon, and then that probably goes for about half an hour. That's like the first main fight. She dies. She puts in a good fight, but they do. The difference between her and the other Hashira is she can't cut people's heads off. She can't kill people. Like she uses like antidotes and stuff in her sword.
So to poison
them. Yeah. Like she, and that's how she saves. Like, remember she saves Zenitsu in the forest. Like he gets stung by the spider, and he's slowly turning into a spider, and she like neutralizes it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I actually can't probably remember this, but
yeah. So like she specializes in that stuff, but she doesn't have
which probably
the power.
links in with the whole insect kind of breathing or what? Yeah, it is insect breathing. I'm pretty sure.
I think so. Yeah. So, but she can't kill demons traditionally. She can only kill them by poisoning them.
And is her sword like serrated or something?
Yeah, I think so. Because I think she's injecting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because initially she injects him, right? And then he like starts breaking down, but then heals quickly.
Yeah.
And he becomes immune to it. So after he consumes her, then Kanao, who's I guess her student, right? Because she trains with her.
The younger, well,
yeah,
I think essentially she's treated like a younger sister, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
yeah. She turns.
I always
up.
thought of her like as their younger adopted sister.
Yeah,
essentially.
Yeah,
yeah.
So she turns up, and then it actually just cuts there, so you don't actually see what happens.
That's kind of the end of that little
after
arc.
that.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming all of this stuff is happening in parallel because they show that.
Yeah.
And then they switch over to Zenitsu. So at the end of the previous season, Zenitsu receives a letter, and you don't actually see what it is. His former co-student is now a demon, upper 6.
Yeah.
So he runs into him, and I guess the next half an hour or so of the movie is their fight and backstory. So it turns out their master, the Thunder Hashira, committed suicide because this guy ended up becoming a demon.
Because so he essentially has 2 students. One is Zenitsu, one is this other guy. The other guy gets tempted by essentially the dark side.
Yeah.
And then becomes a
Who's the demon that gives him? Is it upper 1? Can't remember. I think it was upper 1 that gives him the
I
powers.
think it is upper 1.
I think it's upper 1.
Yeah, it is upper 1. Yeah.
So he becomes and it's also interesting because this guy can do all the forms of thunder breathing except the first form. And Zenitsu can only do the first form.
Yeah. But I think essentially they indicate that the first form is the most important form. And so it's a kind of the crux to thunder breathing. And so that's why Zenitsu is kind of at the very core. He's like the more true, maybe, I don't know, true student of the master.
Yeah.
And therefore the more true thunder breather as opposed to the other guy.
Yeah.
But I did find it is actually kind of cool. I like how these guys have different, this guy was already a demon. He's a demon slayer with thunder breathing, and then he's turned into
and he can still use
demon.
The thunder breathing as a demon.
He does use it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And does he have different like styles? Has his style changed? Has he got like a demon?
Yeah, because I think he says something while they're fighting, like now with his demon blood or something, he has different powers as well, as the thunder. Yeah. But then Zenitsu, he like reveals that he's got like the 11th form or something. Like he finishes him off with like a form that doesn't exist. Like he made it himself.
So he makes it up. Does it? Yeah, that is the thing, right?
Yeah.
Because I think that happens, and then the water breathing Hashira
Giyu. Yeah.
Giyu also does that, doesn't he? In
Yeah,
the fight,
Giyu's got his own. Yeah.
he
Yeah.
also creates like all these moves, and people are just like, "What the hell?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of
No,
cool.
because when it's not when he first meets him. It's when Giyu turns up again in that spider fight in the first season,
Right.
when the spider family, and that's like one of the lower ranks that
Yeah.
they fight the boy, and so Tanjiro is like basically dead, and then this guy turns up and he does like the 11th form or something, like
Yeah, and I swear he does it. I think he also does it in this movie.
Yeah.
I think against Akaza, he does. He also starts inventing or starts essentially improvising and starts making all these new techniques.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, it is very cool. So yeah, the second little arc in this movie is Zenitsu versus his ex comrade,
Yeah.
who's now a demon.
Yeah, and he ends up beating him.
But that's cool because this is like a prolonged session. First time you actually have. How long does it go for? Like half an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so half an hour worth of Zenitsu being locked in with his eyes open
Yeah.
and being locked in and actually doing cool stuff.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people will be waiting for that because Zenitsu's kind of badass when he locks in.
When he is, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like when he's locked in, he's probably because
He's quick.
he's quick.
He's
Because
really quick.
remember Tanjiro asks him how he is so quick because Tanjiro's not as quick as him when he's like actually informed. So I think he asks him and he like tells him some techniques, and that's how he saves at the end of the Swordsmith village. You know how that demon's hunting down. It's like at the very end when the sun's coming up.
Yeah.
And the demon's hunting down like these people, and
Yeah,
he can't
and then
reach them, and he uses that technique to get to them. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's probably just this kind of inherent thunder breathing that's making him like do all this. I mean, ultimately, you're lightning, right? You're
Yeah.
as quick as light is, so it kind of makes sense thematically. It makes sense that this guy's quick as hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that was a good fan service moment as well. Like that fight is pretty cool. Like their fight.
Yeah.
I think anything with the thunder breathing, like when it's done well, it's
is
pretty cool.
It is very cool, very satisfying.
So then you get to the third arc, which is
90 minutes.
Yeah, which is most of the movie actually. So Akaza, who returns from Mugen Train, essentially. Like he's in a couple of other seasons, but he's back again, and then he's obviously remembers Tanjiro, so he runs into Tanjiro and Giyu, and they have an extended fight. Like there's a pretty cool part where Giyu and him are fighting, and like Tanjiro's just watching because he's like, I can't keep up with these
he's
guys.
trying to figure out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But and then it's kind of cool because then eventually in the fight, then Tanjiro kind of takes it to the next level. And I think Giyu is just like, okay, I have no role in this fight anyway. It's kind of, they're always kind of back and forthing this kind of fight. But the cool thing I think in this is that you're actually worried because, well, the upper three is taking on two essentially Hashira. I mean, Tanjiro is essentially a Hashira now, right?
Yeah.
And he's like dominating them, and it's like, well, this is kind of screwed.
And you already know that this guy's already killed a Hashira.
He's already killed, he killed Rengoku.
So you know that he's capable of doing that. So like,
yeah.
And I actually thought at one stage, like, they're obviously not going to kill Tanjiro, so maybe they're going to kill Giyu, but he doesn't.
And you also know that Akaza means business because at some point, I think it's in Hashira training, at the start of Hashira training arc, or at some point in Hashira training arc.
At the very start, actually, they go into Infinity Castle. They show all of the upper ranks, and he like punches the second guy in the head, right? Like he like.
Yeah. Well, Akaza just kind of just comes in, says he's sick of all these guys, says he's gonna kill Muzan, and kill upper rank 1 and 2, and so you're like, okay, well, holy shit, like this guy he's clearly not afraid of anyone above him.
But I think he doesn't respect 2 because he punches him in the head.
Yeah,
but he does respect 1 because 1 turns up and he doesn't do anything.
Yeah. But it's it's kind of cool. Which also makes me think that Akaza is actually probably, in reality, he probably should be. I think they might probably end up 2. He's probably 2.
Yeah,
he's probably at 2's level.
Yeah,
or maybe even higher.
Yeah,
but
we haven't seen much of 1. Like. Not much at all, so you don't really know what his He's about.
I think that's next movie.
Yeah, he's one, so he must be like
Or-
super powerful.
It's got to be next movie, right? Because the ranks that you only care about are 2, 1, and Muzan.
Yeah. Well, those are the only ones left.
What am I
now,
saying?
right? Muzan.
Muzan.
Kibutsuji Muzan.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the only ones that are left now because they killed.
Well, there's all these other randoms.
There's the girl that
4.
plays the she's 4. Yeah, she's 4 now.
Yeah, I have a feeling that maybe the next movie is going to be upper rank 4, 2, and 1.
Yeah. And what groups are left? Because like we haven't seen anything from
this
Mitsuri and the serpent guy.
Yep. So serpent dude.
Yeah. So those two are together, and then
there's
Stone Hashira and Wind Hashira. Mist Hashira. Yeah, they're together.
But they have had enough of an arc that they may not focus on them. But Stone is the most powerful.
Yeah, so we haven't really
the most powerful,
and we haven't really seen him in.
We haven't seen him go crazy yet.
Yeah, so I think we'll get a bit of him, and then
I want to see a lot of these guys just go all out. And if they die, they die. But I just want to see them at max powers, just going fucking toe to toe with just going absolutely.
Well, I think what will happen is because Tanjiro is pretty beaten up now.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's taking on any upper ranks, but I think he'll take on Muzan. I think that's what he's going to do next, like directly.
I reckon there has to be upper rank 1 and Tanjiro have to clash because upper rank 1 is a sun breather.
Yeah. Do we know that?
But he has the earrings.
Yeah, he's got the earrings.
He's got the earrings, and those are the earrings that he gave to Tanjiro's dad. In that flashback, I'm pretty sure there is a flashback in like
there's that thing how he's seeing someone else's memories, right? There's a part in one of the seasons where he starts seeing like not his own memories, like someone else's memories. Like an inherited memory from like his dad or something. Yeah.
Because I know there is this memory that his dad has of this guy that looks like upper rank 1 visiting them and helping them out in some way, and he has the sun breather earrings on, and his dad doesn't have those earrings on
at that time. Yeah,
that time, which makes me think. And he thanks him for helping him. I reckon that
is that upper rank 1, or is that the other? You know, in Swordsmith Village, where there's that doll that they're practicing on, and it also looks like it's got long hair, and it looks like.
I think these are all the same person.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure at some point it's going to be revealed that Muzan was able to convert this OG Hashira sun breather into a demon somehow.
So guys who have read the manga, they'll know.
Don't spoil anything.
Don't spoil stuff in the comments.
Yeah,
because I have to read them to know.
You should just not read the comments.
So yeah, but
that's my theory. It's got to be. It's the same exact hairstyle.
There's probably some connection for sure. So yeah, maybe they do meet.
I reckon there's got to be Tanjiro versus.
I also think the Stone Hashira will fight upper 1. I think that's what will happen. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it will be like one of those. Maybe it'll be like Tanjiro and Stone are taking on this guy, and then at some point it's got to be some poetic shit. I just hope they don't do what Game of Thrones did, where you knew there was supposed to be interactions between characters that would have been unreal, and they just bloody didn't do it. And it was like, well, fuck you guys. You guys have stuffed the whole thing. There was nothing left. You stuffed it anyway, and you still didn't do the things that were supposed to happen. I reckon it should happen. There should be this upper rank 1 should at some point.
I think
be in contact with
2.
I honestly don't really care about 2.
Yeah, I don't. I think Kanao will. Well, she won't beat him by himself because she's.
Well, I think it'll be Kanao and beast breathing. What's his name?
Inosuke?
Inosuke.
Yeah, it could be
because he hasn't done anything.
He hasn't done anything yet.
He's just been a nuisance around.
Are there any other Hashiras left? Maybe the other 2.
So the other Hashira. So who's the guy that uses the gun? Who's the guy that uses the gun?
Genya's brother.
Genya's brother.
Yeah.
Needs to be.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything yet.
He hasn't done anything. Yeah. And even we haven't seen Genya do much yet either. Yeah. I have a feeling they're both going to be together.
Yeah, because they're both by themselves.
Kind of hate each other. They
Yeah,
both
that's
hate
right.
each other.
Yeah. So it would make sense for them to come together.
And then
yeah.
Genyu's brother also hates Tanjiro. He's been banned from Tanjiro's been
Oh,
banned
yeah,
from
because he
talking
like
to him.
punched him and
Yeah.
Well,
He
he's always
headbutted
hated him.
He headbutted
He's
him
always
too.
hated him because like the first time they meet him, he stabs Nezuko.
Oh yeah, that's right. yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so that would be there's still the upper rank 4 as well, the lady, so they'll have to
Yeah.
beat her. Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
and then okay, I mean that pretty much covers. I have a feeling they're not gonna really focus on the love breathing girl.
I think her and
Oh, Snake dude.
I think they'll have something to do together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Snake dude seems powerful as well.
Yeah. I think
A lot of these guys, they're just
Yeah.
like, they at least in the series they've exhibited like this aura of being really powerful.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they've been training. Genyu's brother and
the
this
serpent guy.
serpent breathing guy.
Yeah. And also the Mist Hashira, because he joins them afterwards
That's
as well.
right.
Yeah.
They've all been training. So
yeah.
No, it's good. It's good. I'm excited.
Yeah. So 2 more movies.
Wait, have we probably explained the last arc?
Oh yeah, so let's finish with that first. So actually all the fighting happens, but I would say the last 40 minutes of the movie is actually the backstory of Akaza.
Yeah. Who's the upper
It's a super tragic backstory, like probably the most tragic backstory that any demon has had.
Yeah.
It almost redemptive for him. Like even though he's like gone and killed a Hashira and like all the stuff he's done, you still feel sorry for this guy at the end.
Yeah.
At the end of all of that.
I think that whole 40 minutes is supposed to be his redemption.
Yeah.
Because he does kind of redeem himself in that he just kind of...
You just kill, like, essentially
Well,
kills
I think
himself,
he realizes what he's done, has a flashback to his past, and kind of converts into his original self to an extent. Or it's kind of like, it's kind of this thing which is essentially a cleansing of the soul that's happened. And
when they introduce him, like when he's first introduced as a human, he's also not a good guy. Like he's like a thief, and although he's doing it for his dad, like his dad was sick.
He's more of like a sneaky sort of dude.
Yeah.
He's that classic kind of story of like someone that's really poor, has people in his family that's struggling, and therefore is willing to like steal things in order to, help family out.
Yeah.
Even though it's the wrong thing to do. So it's more out of desperation. So I wouldn't say he's evil, but he's not doing the right stuff.
Yeah. But then he meets like a couple of people and they like sort of transform his life, and he's finally starting to become like a good person, and then tragic stuff happens again, and then he's not even turned into a demon like voluntarily. Like he just runs into Muzan and then he turns him into a demon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's not like he wanted to.
Yeah.
I
think you also tend to know who the strongest ones are by who they're converted by, right?
Yeah.
And I think if you're converted
by
Muzan,
all the uppers would have been converted by Muzan directly. Yeah.
And I mean, like that upper rank 6, the new guy that just got defeated by Zenitsu, he was converted by 1.
1, yeah.
So not as strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was also 6 because they just killed 6 and 5. So there was an empty spot. Yeah.
More of he got a promotion under desperation. Yeah.
So that it ends with that. So basically, Akaza essentially kills himself, and then
but kind of in that fight as well, Tanjiro kind of...
Oh, yeah, he finds out a bit about his own...
He has his own little flashback, and he also finds out how to activate a lot of the sun breathing these different forms. So he does elevate, but I think at the end of this fight, they are still like totally exhausted. Like they're cooked. So it takes it all out of them. So
Yeah, both Giyu and Tanjiro are like essentially completely flat by the end of it.
One of the things I did appreciate was that, so the master, I forgot what the master's name is.
I'll remember. Ubuyashiki, something like that. Yeah.
But his kids have like found a way to sneak in some crows, and they kind of act as like this narrative or narrator's aid in that they kind of tell the audience what's happening, and they're also
informing the other Hashira of what's happening, because they inform like Shinobu died.
Yep. And they tell Yeah, and the
Yeah.
crows tell people, and they tell the crows to go save people, and they do this. It's actually kind of cool. They're actually, which it's kind of interesting because they're just little kids, but they're kind of overseeing this whole thing. They're like team manager over here on
They're
the
trying
side.
to like plot out a map of the Infinity Castle, so it's
Yeah,
yeah,
and ultimately, so
yeah,
I did appreciate that. It's not just like all these people just fighting. You also have this kind of overview, and everything is still linked. So they're the kids of the master. So it's like they're continuing on, and they have their own little backstory. Like there's some flashbacks for the son,
yeah,
of him trying to like live up to be like the dad. It's pretty cool.
yeah.
It's actually quite cool.
So there's a lot. It's a lot in the movie. There's a lot.
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours, and there's no
It's pretty,
downtime. It's
yeah,
like
it's pretty full on.
yeah, it's all back to back. So, but I will say, like, you won't appreciate this movie if you haven't seen the series. Like,
You understand absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
You can't watch.
and it's also not structured like a movie. It's structured more like a season of the show because it just
Yeah.
ends, and you know that there's more coming,
Yeah.
but it just ends. So it's,
And also, it's kind of so at the end of the last season, all these guys seem to have. So Muzan rocks up to kill the master, and the master essentially does a suicide bomb to try and trap him. Kind of traps him, and then this Tamayo girl also kind of traps him, and then all the
Yeah.
Hashira come and are all fighting Muzan,
yeah,
and then suddenly he activates like his trap card because he has nothing else to do
yeah,
to escape. And when they all enter, which is like that's like the hype part of this whole thing because it suddenly ends there, and you know the movie's coming up next. So that's why everyone was so pumped for this movie as well. And then when you enter the Infinity Castle, Muzan's gone. Muzan's found a way, and you kind of get hints to it as well throughout this movie. He's like trapped himself in the bowels of the castle somewhere to either
and he's like
heal
regenerating his body and
exactly
stuff.
because
Yeah,
he's been kind of injured by
and poison and stuff as well. Like,
So it is like if you were to just come into this movie, you would just be like, "What the hell?
Yeah.
Who is this guy that's in here?" Like,
you won't
he's
understand anything
clearly
that's
this-
happening.
yeah. So you definitely
Yeah.
need to. I wouldn't recommend this at all. Just randomly watching it.
And one thing we haven't mentioned, and one character that's very important to the series, but not in this movie, is Nezuko. So
yeah, true.
yeah,
Oh yeah. I didn't realize it. Yeah. Yeah,
you only get like one shot of her, and she's like recovering, and that's it. Like she's not in the movie.
And
but-
I think the way because Nezuko is ultimately she's a demon, but she's invincible to sun.
Yeah. So she's found a way to,
And I think
become
that's the
immune to
thing
the
that's going to
sun.
string.
Yeah.
Because Muzan wants to become like that. He doesn't want this weakness to sun. So I think that's.
So he's after Nezuko.
Yeah.
And I think that's why he went to the Master at the end of the season to find out. So we'll have to see what happens in. I don't know if all of the next two movies will be in the Infinity Castle. The next one has to be because they're still there.
Yeah, they're still there. Yeah.
But I don't know if the third one will be. No.
Yeah, true,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a bit of, at some stage, like a change of scenery somewhere. Yeah, it would be cool. Or there could be different aspects to the Infinity Castle. They could make it more complex and actually make it go into the real world to an extent. So, I mean, yeah, there could be various things.
Yeah.
But no, I was impressed. I think the movie did what it would do. There are some things that I did find a bit weird in the movie. So there's a lot of, especially during the flashbacks, there's like no background music and it's very quiet. And sometimes, like when I was in the theater with Sravan, I was just like hearing all these people like eat popcorn or whatever.
The guy next to me was having like, they brought like heaps of food. Did you see how much food they got?
Well, that's all I heard. I just heard these people eating the whole time.
I don't know, like they had burgers, fries, like popcorn. They had everything.
I mean, look,
like
it's
crazy.
2.5 hours, so I mean, fair enough. But yeah, but I think the movie did everything I wanted it to do.
Yeah,
like I'm not expecting,
and it gets you anticipated for the next one as well.
Exactly,
so
I wasn't expecting this movie to be like a different sort of movie. I just wanted it to be action packed and just like more episodes, more content for the current storyline. So
yeah,
I think it did that. I don't know. Do you guys do ratings anymore?
Not really, but you can do one.
I don't know. What would I give this? I would give this like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
I mean, I rate things pretty harshly, so I reckon my favorite movies of all time wouldn't get past 9.5. So I think 8 out of 10 is pretty good.
Yeah.
That's an 8 out of 10 it's really it's kind of very tied to the series. So like overall, the experience with the movie is like 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just thinking of all the movies that have come out this year, and
Oh yeah, I reckon maybe this is the best movie we've seen.
I think it might be the best. Like, I can't think
I
of
watched
anything.
Fantastic Four on Disney Plus and immediately discontinued my
Subscription.
yeah. After I watched it, I was like, there's nothing else.
Yeah,
And I was not happy. I was just like, that's a meh movie.
that's what it was. Like, it's not bad, but it was just like,
It's like whatever.
yeah, whatever. And
I haven't seen Jurassic World. No.
That's worse
That's,
than
that's a waste of time.
Yeah, that's worse than Fantastic Four.
It sounds like that Chinese movie is quite good though.
That is quite good.
You reckon
but
it's better
again,
than
it's
this?
like
It's different.
I think there's cultural stuff that
Okay, that we might not be understanding.
Yeah, you might not completely understand, but
Okay.
from an animation and spectacle, like it's got some crazy action as well. Really good.
We did watch an animated movie this year. The Lord of the Rings movie.
That was end of last year.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was technically end of last year. I think we watched it. Yeah.
Did you guys do a review of it?
Nah, it was just so forgettable that I didn't even talk about it. Some people are going to hate me for this, but I just thought it was just such a drag.
Underwhelming?
Yeah. It was just such a drag. Like, I was like...
I thought it was very underwhelming
yeah.
as a movie. But, look, if you're truly into it, I just think one thing that really pissed me off about it was that they had an opportunity to use really good animation, like really good kind of creative animation. They didn't. They defaulted to like this really old sort of animation, and it was like the frame rate was really low. It was like I was just like, this is stupid. Like,
yeah,
I don't appreciate it.
Was it like you'd see the horses like running, and you could tell that it was like
it looked like a flip book.
Yeah, it was like
it was all cut up.
Yeah, it was.
No, it was not. And look, even the story was a bit whatever.
Story was
Ultimately, look, I don't think Tolkien's story. It's just meant to be this old subplot in the Silmarillion. I don't think that was supposed to be a standalone. There's not enough there to be a whole standalone sort of thing. But I think that was underwhelming. But I wouldn't say it was shit, but it was underwhelming.
It was just I just found it quite boring.
Yeah.
What else? So Thunderbolts. Marvel's had 3. So
Thunderbolts was okay.
Yeah, Thunderbolts is all right. I keep forgetting, but was that Captain America movie this year?
No, it was last year. I'm pretty sure it was last year. Brave New World.
Yeah. Either way, that was bad. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was genuinely underwhelming. That same thing happened. So I activated Disney Plus. Turns out the movie wasn't even on Disney Plus. So I deactivated Disney Plus. I rented it out on bloody YouTube, watched it, and I was like, oh, that was just meh.
Superman was okay.
Not bad.
It was okay, but it still wasn't great. I wouldn't say it was great.
I don't think it was underwhelming, but it also wasn't overwhelming.
Yeah.
It was just kind of, okay. At least they didn't. It was more like, okay, at least they didn't make a shit one.
Yeah.
That was my feeling. And that was the same feeling with Thunderbolts was, okay, they're going somewhere with this. At least they didn't make a shit movie. And that for Marvel is like
at the moment, it's an achievement.
Yeah.
Really, I can't think of anything that was. I haven't seen F1, so it was F1.
I've seen F1. So F1, if you're I'm very much into F1. So F1 from a very technical standpoint, if you're very much into F1, you just need to ignore all the technicalities. And if you just go there, so I actually went to watch F1 by myself. I went to Southland and I just watched it because everyone I knew had already seen it and I just really wanted to watch it. It's Hans Zimmer score. It's really good sound. So it's really good enjoyment of like soundtrack when you're watching it in the theater. I'm a fan of Hans Zimmer. I'm a big fan of Don Toliver, and Don Toliver sings like the main song that Hans Zimmer composed or whatever, which is part of that soundtrack, that single they released. So that was really cool. And just the action, you could really appreciate how they filmed it, which was crazy. I mean, the way they were able to do that was mental. So
in the same way, like Top Gun Maverick, same director. So
yeah. I think I think it's way harder to do F1 than Top Gun.
Yeah,
because Top Gun, at the end of the day, they filmed a whole lot of planes, but it's much. ultimately you can animate that shit, and they would have morphed some animation into the filming. With F1, they did a lot of it was filmed, and the way being able to put cameras with high definition on an F1 car is unbelievably hard, and then to be able to use the tracks that they did, like they were filming it with the F1 stars also being involved and stuff. So it was kind of cool. I really appreciate it. I thought it was really cool. Yeah.
But
Definitely good
is it
experience.
better than this?
F1?
Yeah.
Look, they're very different films. No, I don't think I'd put F1 as like an 8 out of 10, to be honest. Although I'm putting this whole series and this combination as an 8 out of 10. But F1 was pretty good. Like, I think I'd give it like a 7.75.
Yeah, so pretty close. Yeah.
Very close, and I definitely recommend watching it.
Yeah. I need to. I just didn't get time to watch it. But I need to watch that.
Oh, I actually thought that you watched it. Maybe I should have asked you before I went.
No, I think I was overseas when it came out, so I just never got around to watching it. But it's been a pretty underwhelming year, to be honest. Like, there's not many great movies.
What else is coming out soon?
The only major release now is Avatar. Yeah.
And guess what? No one gives a fuck about Avatar.
Well, Zootopia 2 just came out, like, this week.
That's DreamWorks, is it?
Disney.
It's Disney, is it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Is it Pixar?
Nah, like, just Disney. Yeah. Disney animation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I liked Zootopia 1.
Zootopia 1 was good.
Yeah. So maybe that, but yeah, I just don't see anything.
Watch them. The Zootopia 2 will come out and they'll do a live action Zootopia 1.
I think the whole point of some of these movies, they're meant to be animation. Like, you're not meant to make these in live action. It's like Lion King, you're not meant to make
all of them. Why is Moana coming out?
Yeah, exactly. And it's also too soon for that to come out. Like,
way too soon.
Like, Moana 2 just came out.
They're gonna just watch this. Like, they're gonna make Frozen live action. They're gonna make all these things live action. Purely, there must be some money laundering going on, because surely, I know, like, all these guys claim that they budget so much, they spend all this money doing all this stuff. I reckon there is some shelving of money. There's something
some
going.
Tax thing.
100%. Yeah. There's something going into this. I just don't understand the motivation. Like, everyone's telling them not to do it. So they stuffed it. Lion King, they stuffed it. Mulan, they stuffed.
Yeah.
Moana, I just saw the trailer. I was watching. Why do they've straightened this girl's hair out?
Yeah, she has curly hair in there. Yeah.
And when it gets wet, it curls up, and they straighten it out. I'm like, okay. But what, they've got The Rock as Maui.
Yeah.
But then they didn't cast the same girl
as Moana. Yeah.
That's controversial, isn't it? Well, I actually don't know what she looks like, so who knows?
Yeah.
She could be like just not the body type, maybe. I don't know. But still, you would think that
the pictures I saw of her, like when she did the first one, she sort of looks like her.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
maybe she doesn't look like her now. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. And what else do they do? Live action?
Snow White. That came out this year. Snow White.
Okay. Is that trash?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's with Ziegler, Rachel Ziegler.
Yeah.
Who's Maddie Ziegler?
That's someone else. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Wicked just came out, but it's not doing as well as the first one.
Okay. Let me just say, have you come across these interviews?
Yes.
Okay. They're already weird. They're already weird when the first Wicked came out. I did watch the first Wicked. I thought it was all right. Like, it was kind of interesting concept and cool with the music and stuff. But the interviews with Ariana Grande and this Cynthia Erivo girl were already weird. And then they've just gotten weirder. I don't understand. Are these guys just like afraid of like human contact, or like it's just so weird. It's like these people are the most sheltered people I've ever seen.
They're always crying as well. Like, have you seen the one with them?
They're like, I think they just shelve like 3 lots of MDMA every morning. And so they're just losing their minds when it comes to emotions.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, when someone said they were going to end the interview, they're like, oh, you've been such a light. You brought light into this room. I was just like, man, what sort of drugs you genuinely, they must be on MDMA. I don't understand. And also I'm a bit worried about Ariana Grande. I don't know what's going on with her, but she does not look healthy compared to how she looked a few years ago. And I think there's definitely some element of, look, she's been through a lot. Bloody, like, her ex-boyfriend, like, Mac Miller committed suicide, and she's had like crazy boyfriends, all sorts of stuff. But still, it's like, I don't know. There's some combination of unhealthiness going on there.
Yeah.
I don't know if Yeah, it's weird.
I found the one with the helicopter really funny though. There's like a helicopter that went over them, and they're like, "Not now, helicopter." And
I did see that. Yeah.
yeah, we watched. I'll give you like a 2-minute review of Wicked for Good. Um, not as good as the first one, and I just found it like unintentionally funny in a lot of spots. The songs were not. I'm not a. I haven't seen the musical, so I don't know the songs that well. But I thought the songs in this were not that memorable, and the story just wasn't that good. Like,
Not there.
yeah,
You don't reckon it's going to be because the first one was kind of a bit of a phenomenon that
yeah,
people were remembering. Well, a lot of people started singing like the main or the that little hook that they have in that Ariana Grande sings.
Unlimited. Oh, the other one, Popular.
Actually, oh yeah,
Yeah,
whatever. But
yeah.
like I actually don't know what song it is, but
Yeah.
there's a lot. I used to see like Instagram reels or TikToks of like kids, adults, everyone trying to sing these things. Is very popular. I feel like it's just not going to be
Not as
not going to hit the same. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, here's another 2-minute review. Kaiju No.8. It's good anime. You should watch it. It's
So
two
that's a
seasons
new
in.
one.
I think it's relatively new,
Okay.
and I think the manga has just finished.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
that is like one of those shows where there's a lot. It's very good at bringing hype. So like hype moments when it comes to like clashes between people and like hyping up powers and stuff. Yeah, very cool. Solo Leveling, I'd also recommend. That's also very cool. That's also only 2 seasons in from. That's Korean animation, but it's only 2 seasons in, so there's still a lot to go. It's not too far gone to catch up.
Yeah.
Would recommend that as well.
So one thing we didn't mention, and we'll wrap up shortly, but the music in the movie in Infinity Castle also, the music across the show is actually pretty good, but in the movie it was next level.
Yeah.
Very good. And lastly, the debate that everyone has regarding anime, subs or dubbed. So I'm a subs person. I prefer to watch it in Japanese.
I watched the series in English dub.
It was only out in Japanese for us in the cinema, so we had to watch it in Japanese.
Yeah, so we had to watch it. Which I don't know, after like the first maybe 10 minutes, I totally forgot that I was not watching the English dub. So it didn't really matter too much. And in my head, I didn't even remember that I watched it in Japanese with English subs. So totally fine. I think the voice acting is not bad in the actual show, in the series.
In the English dub?
Yeah, and even JJK English dub's been good. Kaiju No.8 English dub's been good. And actually all of them, Solo Leveling's been good as well. So I don't know. I've got no issues. I know that there's going to be some little. I know the way that people. It's also catered. So the English dubs are always catered to like a Western audience. And so they will have. Certain characters will have lower voices compared to others. But I know with the Japanese.
They're a bit.
It's totally different.
Yeah. A bit more hyper.
Like Dragon Ball Z in Japanese is totally different. Like Vegeta doesn't have. He has like a high pitched voice, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Vegeta. Oh, I might be wrong, but Goku has like a really high voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is just like, if you're not used to it, you're not going to be able to cope. But
yeah.
I don't know. Overall, I don't know. I was happy with this movie. Definitely recommend it. Watch the series first.
Watch the series. Watch the series and then watch the movie. Yeah.
It'll come out on Crunchyroll, so you don't need. If you haven't seen the series, don't rush into watching the movie. Just watch the series, and then eventually you can watch it on Crunchyroll or wherever.
Yeah.
Or Netflix.
The movie is still showing in a lot of places.
It is still out. Yeah.
It's still showing here in Melbourne, but I'm sure, like in Japan, it'd definitely still be running. So.
And when is the next movie going to come out?
2027, apparently. So they haven't locked in on a date, but apparently they want to take their time with the animation, which.
Well, it's animation. Like, how much time do they need?
I think it takes time. Like this movie, I think it took them 3 years, 2 or 3 years, probably.
Really? Damn. Okay.
Yeah. So I think it does take a bit of time. But I don't mind as long as the quality output is there. Then I don't mind. So I would say this is the first time since between Infinity War and Endgame that I'm this hyped for the next movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely pumped for the next movie. I'm also pumped. I think I'm pumped for now. I'm kind of a fan of. I wouldn't say I'm like a crazy fan of anime, but I am a fan of the series that I'm watching. So, JJK season 3 is coming out soon, right? When is it coming out?
The movie's coming out next week, which
Oh,
is
shit.
the end of season 2 and the start of season 3.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
then
cool.
the actual season 3 is in January, I think. So
So is it Jujutsu Kaisen movie 1? Because the previous one was called Jujutsu Kaisen 0.
yeah, this one's Jujutsu Kaisen Execution. I think that's the name of the movie.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
I'm keen to watch it. So
Yeah.
we should go watch that one.
Maybe
good.
that's.
Are you up to date? You are up to date, right?
Nah, I'm still season 1, but
Oh,
I'll
okay.
catch up by
Yeah.
next week.
Maybe Taran's further in JJK than you
Yeah,
are.
he's further than me. Yeah, but he's not here, so he won't be watching the movie. So yeah, maybe that's our next one. Maybe we'll just do anime from now. That's
Turn into an anime channel. Imagine if it just blows up. All of a sudden, you become like this crazy anime review channel.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
All right.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me on. That was
Thanks for coming on.
good experience. I rate it. We're changing genres a bit.
Yeah.
I'm liking it.
We'll change some of these posters to anime. I only have Ghibli posters, but not actual anime shows.
Well, I just bought. I feel like I now need to buy a Demon Slayer poster, but I did buy a JJK poster from Amazon that was very cool that I have up on my wall.
Who's your favorite character in Demon Slayer?
I mean, it's kind of got to be Tanjiro, doesn't it? But if it's not, so put away Tanjiro. Honestly, I mean, Akaza's pretty sick villain. I really rate his character. Then Inosuke is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Amongst the Hashira, Stone is pretty sick. Stone is really cool. I really did enjoy Rengoku when he was around. I think locked in Zenitsu is very cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. The problem is I don't know how long that's hanging around for.
Yeah.
He might turn into absolute wacko once he's. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully not. But yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
I like Giyu because he's like understated. Like he also is like
True. Giyu
he
is
doesn't
cool.
say he doesn't really want to be a Hashira, but he is. But
Well,
I
he
feel
feels
like he's
guilty
actually
being a Hashira, doesn't he?
yeah, but I feel like he's quite powerful.
Yeah.
And he's also like there's this thing with him and Tanjiro. Obviously, like they want Tanjiro to become the water Hashira. That's why he asked him to train him.
But that ain't happening.
Yeah, because Tanjiro is like doing other stuff as well.
But is Tanjiro just? He also is discovering all this other stuff.
Yeah, like he's not only he does water stuff, but he does his
Well, I think
other stuff
the whole
too.
reason is because they say if you know how to do sun breathing is the one that started it all.
Yeah.
So if you can do that, you can start doing everything else. Essentially, this guy's going to turn into the Avatar. That's what he's going to do.
Because he's the only one that does more than one form of breathing. He does the Himakami Kagura thing.
Yeah, which is sun breathing.
Yeah, and water breathing, whereas everyone else just has one form. So, yeah, but I like Giyu, and I want to see more of the stone. I feel like the stone Hashira is going to be really cool in the next movie.
But the mist breathing guy is also cool.
Yeah.
We just don't know. We don't know enough about serpent breathing guy. That will be fun. What's that?
Genya.
Genya's brother.
Yeah. I think he's the wind Hashira. There is a wind Hashira, isn't there? I think he's the wind Hashira.
Yeah, he might be the wind Hashira.
Yeah.
No, but who's the Hashira that left? He was in entertainment district and then retired.
Oh, he's Tengen, but he was something else too. He was like music because he used like notes.
Was he music?
He was something different. He had something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was cool too. He was
very cool.
Yeah.
He reminds me of our Toto in JJK, the guy that does the clap. Are you up to that bit?
No.
You're on season 2?
I've watched 0.
No,
and
you watched season 1.
1. I'm not up to that yet though. I'm early season 1 still.
But in season 1, they've done the inter-school competition. Like
I'm not up to all. I'm still
is that season 2?
I'm still very early in season 1.
Oh, you're in season 1. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Now there's a cool character called Toto. He's just like this massive buff guy, and then he just comes out with the most nonsense sometimes. And sometimes it reminds me of that guy. But
yeah.
That
guy was cool though. And technically, I mean, he just quit the Hashira, but he's still and he doesn't have
They
a
should
hand.
bring him back.
Yeah, he doesn't have a hand.
But he has like 3 wives.
Yeah.
That are like that are just drawn in the most porn way. It's a classic Japanese animation, isn't it? Classic.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know what he was, but I think Genya's brother is the wind Hashira. So yeah, I want to see more of the other guys.
Yeah.
But I think what we've seen from Giyu is pretty cool, and hopefully the stone. I think because how does the stone breathing even work? Like we haven't really seen him do a move yet. So
No, but we've
yeah.
only seen them talking about moving that boulder.
Yeah,
So I think it's like pure kind of mind over matter David Goggins shit. That's Stone Hashira is like, yeah, I think at least that's what we've seen so far.
yeah,
We don't know, but this he's doing some crazy stuff.
yeah.
When he rocked up,
He doesn't even use a sword, right? He's got like this
this I don't know what you call it, but it's like
it's a cannonball thing that he like.
It's like this thing that Sauron uses in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Well, at least in the in how it's depicted cut. Of the extended cut.
Yeah.
Wait, and also does it's also kind of what the Witch King kind of uses as well.
Yeah,
like this
that thing. Yeah. He uses that. Yeah, because at the end of the last season, he just comes in with that and he like knocks off half of Muzan's body with it.
Yeah, he just absolutely slams into him.
Because he's the only one that knows about the Master's plan to bomb. Because the rest of the guys don't know it.
He just activates. Yeah.
It's cool.
It is very cool.
I really like this world, and I actually regret us not going on the Demon Slayer ride now. We should have gone on it.
Yeah, well, I mean, we didn't know
about it.
We didn't know anything about it. There was no way we were going to wait in that line in the bloody
2 hours
for a show we didn't know anything about.
Yeah.
But
it's not there
maybe we'll
anymore.
appreciate it. Oh, yeah, it's not.
Nah, they've replaced it with Spy Family.
Yeah.
Which is also not a bad show, but yeah.
Mm.
Cool. Thanks for coming on. That was
worries.
Great discussion.
Christmas episode next.
Well, JJK and then Christmas maybe. Let's see what we think of JJK. Like, yeah. But definitely Christmas episode soon. If you want to get in touch with us, you can contact us on cognitive recalibration podcast at gmail.com. We're on Instagram at cognitive recalibration and also TikTok. So follow us on those. And thanks for tuning into this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Definitely go watch Demon Slayer. If you've listened till now, we've just spoiled everything, but you'll still enjoy it. And we'll see you in the next one.
Maybe this is the one little ignition point to start watching anime. Hopefully it is.
Yeah.
All right. See you later. Thank you.
See ya. Bye.